Nintendo. One of the most iconic gaming companies ever. Whether it's Mario or Zelda or Chibi Robo. Well, let's not talk about Chibi Robo. They're known for making some really iconic games. Usually iconic games. Get away, Chibi Robo. Not now. And since they make such iconic and quality games, they have a really passionate fan base. It must be because they never make any bad games ever. Okay.
Are you sure about that?
So since they have such a passionate fan base, they must really treat their fans well, right? Yeah, right? Right? Nintendo has a history of slighting their fans, whether they, the fans create a project like a fan game, or shutting down emulation, or completely, making so that their backlog of classic games are not accessible, or either charge you $60 for the entire year to play them and a very limited amount of them. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard out here, okay? I also made a video about this a while back when Nintendo took down Dolphin on Steam, and how they made a statement that said how emulation stifles innovation. Really? You don't say. And also, most notably, they shut down a Switch emulator that caused other projects this emulation team was working on to be shut down in the process. Like Citra, the 3DS emulator. I mean, hey, it's not like I can't buy a 3DS games anymore, right? Right?
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
So, Nintendo likes to say that emulation stifles innovation, and I'm gonna make the argument that emulation and fans sometimes innovate in ways Nintendo would never innovate or never do. I mean, I can wish that they do it, but it probably will never happen. I mean, according to even ex-Nintendo employees, they even see like something like Pokemon Nuzlocke, and if you don't know what a Pokemon Nuzlocke, it's just a certain way you would play the game. There's no modifying the files or anything, but they see you playing Nuzlocking or anything like that, some form of modding or ROM hacks. What? I mean, they're really out of touch. I mean, Nintendo sometimes releases old games and makes it accessible on the Switch, but you're either paying $60 a year to play the limited retro games that they have to offer, or you're getting a limited run game that's emulated and is now being sold for a higher price than it once was, and is actively worse than if you were to emulate it yourself. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Mario 3D All-Stars. The Mario 3D All-Star Collection is one of the laziest ports I've ever seen, and added basically nothing to any of these games, besides the ability to listen to the soundtrack of the games. Because that's what I want to do. I want to buy $60 of games to listen to a soundtrack. Like, modders have way better ways of playing the old school Mario games, like Mario 64, like having full widescreen support and camera controls and running at 60 FPS. I mean, but instead I get a soundtrack. Yeah, that's what I want, a soundtrack. And don't even get me started on Mario Sunshine. Now, other ways fans breathe new life into these old games is with randomizers, because I need that extra randomness in life when I'm, going to open up a chest in Zelda. Yep. What do I get? Something good. It was ice. It was nice. And realistically, there are only so many times that I can replay through Mario 64 or Zelda, you know, especially Ocarina of Time. There's only so many times that I can play it. I've replayed this game way too much. Okay, what do you got? Yes, please be real. Please be real. No! Ow! You stupid game! No! I cannot, for the life of me, play the vanilla OG way of Ocarina of Time. Hell, I can't even play the 3DS version anymore. I just play through randomizers on this game all the time. It adds such a unique replayability factor that I just can't get out of the base game. Hell, I can even add like the 3DS textures to the game and have it run at 60 FPS widescreen with way tighter controls that Nintendo won't do. Hell, when I'm streaming the game, I can even have my Twitch chat do this. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god! No! No, who took away my speed? The chickens, no! Ah! And I healed myself. Oh my god, my gravity's low again. Son of a... Are you kidding me? I'm slowly losing my mind! Well, if it were up to Nintendo, I wouldn't even be able to speedrun on original hardware. They'd probably see it as some form of cheating or modding. I mean, like, you can see what they do in, like, their other new games. They always patch exploits out. And I also think some of the best innovations in gaming come from the fans who are passionate about their games. In general, like, can you imagine if Blizzard back in the day wouldn't allow mods and didn't even, like, allow the Dota mod to exist? We would have never had Dota 2 or League of Legends. Because that game, League is great. I love League. We could have done without League. Okay, I mean, but we could have also ended up without having games like Counter-Strike. And even if you hated Counter-Strike, which does come from Half-Life, we wouldn't have ended up with like games like Left 4 Dead. And you know what? I consider that a W. Left 4 Dead is a W. I'll die on that hill. I mean, even Sega hired modders for their games. I think it was what? Sonic
Mania.
That they hired them on, and they even created other games. And let's not forget, like, Nintendo also goes after tournaments. Like, why? Why? It's just free publicity. Like, people are watching it. They're enjoying your game. Like, it's just... who cares? Why do you have to sanction everything? And also, way back when Nintendo had the creator program, I don't know, like back in 2015 or whatever, and basically... Nintendo was striking down all and any content unless you did it through them. Unless it was Nintendo approved. Huh? What? I mean, obviously they realized how dumb this decision was because creators give them free advertisement. Unless it's me where I'm just talking shit. But either way, it's stupid. What the hell are you doing? I mean, they did reverse that decision, but it doesn't mean Nintendo will never ever come after you. Was last year... I believe a creator, Point Crow, was completely... he almost lost his entire channel because he had a mod, a Breath of the Wild multiplayer mod. And they struck him down and struck down other, like, videos of his, you know? And basically were giving, like, holding him at gunpoint, basically. Like, what the f***? He almost lost his entire channel. But was that called for? I don't think so. But, like, yeah, Nintendo can kind of come after you if you host some of their content. They could just, whatever, they'll come after you. That sucks. You know, and I don't want to get it twisted. I do know that Nintendo is innovative. They time and time again, they come out with very interesting games like Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, and just set, like, what the standard is for 3D games, like especially Mario. I'm like, I don't even want to know how games would be if Mario never came to the scene. You know, I'm like, probably we would have a really good 3D platformer, but it would have taken way longer, I believe. But that's just me. You know, I sometimes have a gripe. You know, I sometimes have a bone to pick with Nintendo. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Tell me, like, any instances that I might have missed where Nintendo was being a jackass. You know, tell me down in the comments. I want to know. And I appreciate it if you made it this long in the video. And I'll see you in the next one. Toast, I was really excited for today.
Will you go to bed?